I developed this, it's a release ready checklist. I wrote the whole thing out. I put detailed descriptions of exactly what's needed to finish your track. So there's the creative part, there's the mixing part, and there's the mastering part. And this tells you exactly where your track needs to be to release it and to send it off to labels, to get it played at festivals, and most importantly for it to sound good so that your audience enjoys it.
Mississippi putting it down, I'm the hottest round. I told y'all mother, y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now, I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come and get me now.
Yo, it's Thomas Anthony from FinishBetterMusic.com. Oh, FinishBetterMusic.com? What is that? All right, before we get into what FinishBetterMusic.com is, let's just talk about the craziness over the past 6 months. Music industry, super crazy. People are out of work because there's no gigs, there's no festivals, there's no parties. People have been feeling depressed. There's no fun really happening, having to be quarantined inside your house. It's been a crazy year. A lot of good friends, including myself, had a bunch of awesome gigs lined up over the summer, and now that is just not happening. So it's been a crazy couple months. And one thing that I thought of this, especially when the quarantine was happening, luckily I'm from Canada where it's cold outside. I don't think I've ever said that before, but it was super cold outside when the quarantine happened, and I didn't really want to leave my house. I was like, hey, great, like I don't have to leave, sweet, like I'll just work in the studio. But I knew that this was an opportunity. It was an opportunity to either like bunker down and get badass at some skills or develop something or build something for when all this stuff blows over, or I could just sit around, play video games and watch Netflix. And I know a lot of people did that, but I chose to do something a little bit differently because I thought this thing would be done by the summertime and festivals kind of roll back and things would be good again. And I developed a bunch of banging party tracks that are currently signed to awesome labels, but we're not releasing them until festivals are fully back because I don't want to waste these songs on things that are just people listening to them in the living room. Let's face it, people listen to club tracks at the club. That's why it's called a club track. So that was one thing I did over the quarantine. I also saw the quarantine for an opportunity to dive into something that has been super duper fulfilling for me. So over the last couple years, myself and my business partner Frank from Monkey Twerk, we've been doing a music mentoring program online where we help students to take their music to the next level, how to finish high quality electronic music. And it's been going really, really well. We've been helping a ton of students, getting results and making them feel really good about their music career and actually giving them the skills to become better musicians. And this is something that has been really fulfilling for me, but we've decided to double down on this and expand this out to a larger amount of people and to brand it, and that's where Finish Better Music comes from. And one thing that I've noticed over the quarantine was every week in the music mentoring program we have feedback sessions and we have question and answer sessions. And the question and answer sessions have been basically life-changing for me and my students. It's been really, really awesome because so many mental health things have come up, so many uninspired moments come up especially over this time. And for both of us, it was such a reciprocal relationship because I would start feeling amazing because people would come into me and ask me questions like, what do I do in this situation? I don't feel good about this. I'd be like, yo, like you're amazing at this. Keep going on this track. Don't worry about this. And just giving them good, solid feedback on what they should do. And this in turn made me feel really good. And it just was a really, really fulfilling experience. And this is when I decided that it was time to double down and really develop this into something bigger. And that is again where Finish Better Music comes from. So over the last couple months, we've developed this and our mentoring program. You can check out the website. Just FinishBetterMusic.com. We've said it a million times already, but you can check it out. And on there, it shows exactly like what our mentoring program is all about, what our students have accomplished, what our students have to say, the exact steps into the process of what we do behind the scenes and the whole program and what that entails. But the thing that I want to talk to you about today is some of the free resources that we developed. Now, like I said, I had a ton of time to dive into things over these last couple months. And one of the things I did while I was sitting around was I thought to myself, what is a question that keeps coming up from music producers that I keep getting asked and that doesn't have a really simple answer? And that question was, how do I know if my music is finished and ready to be released? Because I get sent tracks all the time and they're just not quite there, but they just small improvements and they would be quite there. They would be there. So I developed this, it's a release ready checklist. I wrote the whole thing out. I put detailed descriptions of exactly what's needed to finish your track. So there's the creative part, there's the mixing part, and there's the mastering part. And this tells you exactly where your track needs to be to release it and to get it, to send it off to labels, to get it played at festivals, and most importantly for it to sound good so that your audience enjoys it. Now you can find that at FinishBetterMusic.com. Just scroll down to the bottom with our free resources, and it's called the Release Ready Checklist. Go check it out. It's really, really informative. We really wanted to make something that would help you to just know if your music's finished. And again, if you like help from us to help you get better music, finish better music, you can also apply to the mentoring program, but that's totally up to you. You can do whatever you want. But we did want to give something to everybody and start this thing off right with a question that was being asked a ton to myself and Frank just a bunch of times. We really, really wanted to answer this question, and we have done that in the little PDF that you can download. But like I said, I've been just working on a ton of music, developing the mentoring program, helping our students, and it's been an awesome time. The quarantine really hasn't affected me that much because, again, this is what I do, is help people make music and make music, so like it didn't really affect me like business-wise so much, but it really brought up the issues of like how important like a community is, and that's something that we're really proud of, is to expand this community, and we want to just bring more producers in and get to know you. That's the best part. All the producers in the group, I love these guys. They're my homies. Like, so we want to work with you, and we want to get you part of our community. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out all the links and definitely all this free stuff, because it's definitely worth a while. But over the next little bit on this channel, I'm going to be doing lots of breakdown videos, lots of start to finish songs, like how to remake drops. And something I'm really passionate about is looking and analyzing other producers' tracks and seeing what elements they put into them to make them so special. And I think that would be really informative to everybody. Let me know in the comment section below if you think you would really like that. And I'd love to hear any other ideas that you'd like to see on this channel, because again, I want to help as many producers as much as I can. So your feedback is greatly appreciated. So next week, I'll be back with some more awesome, sweet music stuff. Who knows what next video is going to be, but it will be awesome and it will be informative. All right, till next time, FinishBetterMusic.com. Peace.